everyone. Today I am working on week 43 of the Altered Index Challenge put on by Nonstop Papercrafts. And the prompt for week 43 is love and romance. So I have got my A2 card base, which I'll put aside. I have got my A2 sized watercolor cardstock panel. And the stars of the show today are going to be from this Kindred Stamps collection called Galactic Fighters. And I'm using this lady and this guy. And the sentiment, you've got great buns. I just think that's cute. So with my Kindred Stamps, I generally put on a show and stamp and color and fussy cut a ton of them. So I've had these guys done for like several months now. So they're all ready to go. So they're gonna be on here. I am going to use this star embossing folder. And I think I'm going to first emboss this panel, and then I will come in with some shimmery watercolors and lay some color on it and go from there. So I will just go off screen to my embossing machine and run this through. All right, let's see how that worked. Come on, it's static cling there. Okay, you can see the stars in there. That worked out well. I'm just going to set this off to the side. Oh, there's something smudged on there. Oh, just stuck. Okay. I'll set these guys off to the side and bring in my shimmery watercolors. I'm pretty sure I got this set at Michael's, and they're probably Artist's Loft, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to start with my little cup of water and just add water onto the panel. A nice generous amount. And I think I want to go in with some like blues and grays, maybe some purples. Just kind of make like a galactic kind of theme, I guess. Maybe even some pinks, we'll see. Maybe darker. Spray that and see if that moves around a bit. Okay, we definitely need some more color. I'm thinking I kind of like the purple. Now, I did not get a clean water pot, so I am getting a little bit of color mixing in here, but I'm not really fussed by that. I think let's put some more of that blue down here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is go off screen and dry this and see if I need to layer up some more color. Okay, you can see this is not 100% dry, but it's got some color happening. But I definitely am going to come in with some more color. I definitely want some more of that purple. I'm kind of just going to do it in some streaks. And some more of the blue. And then give it a bit of a spray so that it can kind of move a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna dry it again and come back. Okay, that is getting better. I like the streakiness of it more, but I do want to come in with some more of the dark for sure, and possibly more of the purple. I do want to darken some of this up. Let's give that a bit of a spray. And let's add a little bit more of that purple in here. Add another bit of a spray. Okay, I'm going to dry it again and come back. Okay, that is looking better to me. But the spots that still have some kind of white-ish look, I do want to add more color in there. So I'm thinking probably mostly the purple. Keep wanting to go back into that. Give that a tiny spritz, and I will dry that. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Part of it is going to be covered up as well. And I thought I could just put those two right on there with the sentiment, just in the stars, or I could take a heart die, and I brought out a couple scrap kind of metallic-y papers to cut it from. So I think I'm going to cut this largest heart from Prism Studios here, and I'm going to run each of these through just so I can see if I want to use one or not. Okay, I have the two hearts here. So there's the possibility, and they're going to come off the hearts a bit, but I just thought a heart background might be nice. Something like that. Or do I like the silver one? Actually, I might like the silver one better. It doesn't show up the greatest in the lighting here right now, but I don't know if it will. There, you can see it kind of has that bit of a shine to it. Could do something like that. That's a possibility. But I think I'm going to take one of the scrap pieces from cutting this panel down and bring out the sentiment. And an acrylic block. Okay, that stamped great. Need a piece of paper that I can add some embossing powder to. So I will heat set that and be right back. Okay, now what I will do is take my trimmer and trim this down. Kind of deciding how much space space I want around it. Let's try that. And that. And can I grab that? Okay. Kind of just eyeball this now. Hopefully that's straight. And a little bit off the bottom. Okay. Now I could put these guys up a little bit. And that there. Or I could put them down a little lower with the sentiment on top. Kind of think I like that one. But what I do want to do is come back in with the watercolors and add some color to this. I'm thinking probably predominantly the purple. And I will dry this and come back. Okay, that just gives a little bit of color and a little bit of shine. So let's see. Okay, now one other thought. I think I probably want to pop the heart up on some foam tape and maybe that as well. But you know what, I think let's stick this to the card base first. So I've got my Bearly Art glue, which is getting a little empty. I mean, not really, it's probably got a third or a quarter of the bottle left. It lasts forever because I use this stuff so much. And I think I've had this bottle for, I want to say like 3 years already. And I use it like all the time. So it really does last long. Just pressing it down really good because you know how these inked up or like watercolor stuff can warp a bit, but that actually is sticking pretty flat. Okay, now should I stick them on and then add? I think I like them right there. So let's add some glue. How much of him? I guess down part of his body and one leg. Let's go right about there. And then she can go something like that. So basically can have glue all over her except that one spot. Let's go like that. Yeah, then if we pop that up, yeah, I like that idea. So I've got my big roll of foam tape. You can see I was practicing with some stamps on that scrap paper at one point. should work. That just gives it a little bit of extra dimension there. And then we'll add some here as well. Let's hope I cut it to the right size. Look at that, that works. Okay, set those aside, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick those down. If I can get the release paper off. Sometimes that's a challenge. Come on. Oh, don't stick to me. Okay, that works. And this one. We'll go right about there. All right, I think I'm gonna call that finished. So this is my card for week 43 of the Altered Index 2025 challenge. And the prompt for week 43 is love and romance. So here's a little romantic couple. You've got great buns. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day.